Brooke a little more fight here today.
Point.
That one.
1-0.
Brooke Buckner, 140 and 67 throughout her storied career. Turned pro in 2022.
Yes, you can.
Former assistant coach.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call. The result of the rally
we have
puts
an
us
early
at side out
challenge here by
0-1.
Jalina.
We'll
She
proceed
hit
with
that one
video
a little
review.
bit long.
Review. The result of the rally stands. The ball was out.
Called long.
Loss of free challenge. No free challenge remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at side out 0-1.
So back.
Time in.
Back over to Buckner.
0-1. Point.
Jalina Ingram, a little bit younger on the PPA Tour, 30 and 29. Turned pro just last year. Buckner covers the court incredibly well for another point.
Yeah, Jalina's got an interesting story. I mean, she picked up a pickleball paddle for the first time back, I think it was in October of 23. And by 24, early 24, she was already playing in pro-level tournaments.
January
of 24. So she's like a really quick learner. She has a tennis background. You can see that from her ground strokes. Oh, the old sorry, not sorry, Blake, that we talked about in the last game. Last match, I should say.
The Ingram roll.
But inside, she's saying, thank you, thank you, thank you.
1-2.
It's going to go well long.
Side out.
And it's always interesting with these younger players to see how quickly they develop. Like I said, she's only been playing for, call it, 2 years
2-1.
of pickleball, and she's already playing at a very high level.
Side out.
Yeah, Buckner started in October 2020 and again turned pro in 2022. A Michigan Wolverine, similar to our lead voice, Mish McMahon.
Point.
Other point scores for the young Jalina Ingram. Ingram upset Angie Walker yesterday as well in 2 games.
2-2.
Number 16 seed, getting the job done over her.
Point.
That ball's flying a little bit. I feel a little bit of wind coming. I think it's actually a little bit at the back of Brooke Buckner. It's not a lot of wind,
3-2.
But at altitude, it's enough to certainly create
side out.
A little bit of momentum there behind the ball when you hit it. I felt like Brooke maybe got caught by that.
2-3. Side out.
A little bit high. Buckner putting so much sauce on every single one of these returns.
Yeah, neither one is completely locked in on their ground strokes yet.
Side out.
Both these ladies are very hard workers. I know, like, when I come to see a lot of these matches, Brooke Buckner seems like she's constantly out hitting balls. She hits a lot with, I know, Cam Chafin, who's one of the young guys on the men's tour, but she hits with him a lot. Unlucky there in that.
Side out.
Jalina certainly puts in a lot of reps as well. And she's leading here 3-2 early in
3-2. Point.
A little bit more momentum for the 18th seed, Jalina Ingram.
I think they're both doing a good job moving the ball around. They're not really necessarily favoring the backhand all the time, which is more common, but they're hitting it to the forehands when they need to.
Side out.
That's just a clean winner from the baseline there by Brooke Buckner. I'd say Brooke is top 5 for sure in terms of how hard she hits the ball on the women's side, maybe top 3.
2-4.
She really crushes it.
Side out.
Again, talked about it a little bit earlier, but Buckner coming from that tennis background as well. They fire off with so much power.
Point.
Some baseline play goes long for Buckner.
Timeout receiver, 5-2.
Taking a look at the elements out here in southern Utah as Jalina Ingram leads. 75 degrees, perfect, with wind gusts at 3.1. A little bit of humidity as well, but southern Utah is such a great place to be in Mother Nature. No doubt about that, as you have seen scenically and also on the courts. A great day to be out and playing some pickleball, Dave.
Yeah, it's been in the 90s pretty much every day this week, which I'm not sure what the average temperature is this time of year, but it's a little bit warmer than normal, probably 10 degrees warmer than normal. So, yeah, usually the heat will slow the ball down, but at altitude, it's kind of two forces going against each other. Heat going one way, and then the altitude going the other way.
15 seconds.
But like I said, it's the ball just it noticeably is faster at altitude, and it's. You can see some of these balls that these typically would not hit out have been hit out. Brooke's getting some coaching there. Jalina looks really solid though here early, up 5-2.
Strong start for the young 18-year-old. She'll try to get some more points on her board.
5-2. Point.
Again, that just sails quite long in pickleball terms. Again, that's a couple feet long.
6-2.
Wow.
Point.
Nice job. There hasn't been a lot of net play here so far, but Jalina takes a chance there to go to the net on serve and gets the 7th point already. She's up 5.
7-2. Side out.
Back over to Buckner again. Buckner won their last meeting in November of 2025, 11-4 and 11-5. Right now,
2-7.
Ingram really with the foot on the pedal.
Wow.
Point.
A beauty by Buckner.
That's just a rope there by Brooke. She hits it in the right spot.
3-7.
It's tough to get it back.
Point.
She's got that new Agassi paddle. They went from the red color to more of that blue color in this latest Gen 5 version of a Pro 5 version of Agassi. You got Jalina using the Proton paddle. I always like to say a little bit about the technology these guys are using. I'm not endorsing any particular brand. That looked long. Blake and I do not have signed paddle deals as of yet.
Side out.
We have to necessarily talk about a particular paddle brand, but.
What would you say is your favorite paddle?
7-4.
Ooh. Okay, I'll answer that question in a second.
Side out.
So I've been using the 6-0 Ruby for probably about a year and a half, which has been my favorite paddle. But I just recently went to the Luz Inferno, which is a much hotter paddle, which I've been using for a little over a week and just absolutely love.
Point.
It goes long. But I do have an Agassi. I've tried the Agassi paddle as well, which just never could quite get it to work for my game.
Some beautiful twoies, but unable to capitalize as Jalina Ingram. Back on the beautiful Carvana Grandstand Court, Blake O'Rulian alongside Dave Schwantes. On skates, and Brooke Buckner is so solid on that shot right there.
Yeah, I mean, Brooke got down 7-2, and you know, a lot of people might get a little bit flustered being down 5 early, but she's a seasoned pro, both from the tennis side and now pickleball. So she's roared back here with 5 straight.
Side out.
Back over to Ingram. Brooke Buckner, a couple of bronze medals in singles this year.
7-7. Let. Reserve. 7-7. Side out.
Yeah, I think she took bronze last week in the Texas
7-7.
tournament.
Did fall to Kaylin Christian.
Oh, she
Point.
did? I thought she won that. Did she not win that?
In that one. But we'll mention 3 gold medals as well as 4 silvers
8-7.
alongside her
Oh, I'm sorry.
storied career.
She did lose to the bronze, my bad. If I could read my own notes, I'd be
Point.
better off there. She took Kate Fahey to 3, though, in that same tournament, which is pretty good.
Incredibly impressive. Number 4 in the world. 2
9-7.
points away from a Game 1 victory.
Point.
You can see the winds held a couple of those balls up from Jalina just a little bit versus the start of the match, but she finds herself now down a game point.
10-7. Side out.
And so Jalina was really, she was hitting some higher ground strokes there that she noticed the wind was picking up a little bit, and they were catching it and kind of making the ball dip right before the baseline. So that was a good adjustment there by Jalina. She's still has a chance here, down 3.
7-10.
Wow.
Side
Nice
out.
lob serve, but Brooke Buckner stays steady. Back over to her on game point.
Yeah, Brooke hit a really nice drive there that Jalina couldn't handle at the net. Jalina goes with the, I don't know if we could call it the Annalee lob serve, but it's the
10-7.
lob serve may be a new thing now that Annalee's doing it.
Point
Just
game.
inside, and now
11-7.
over to the other side of the
Timeout,
court.
change
Brooke
ends.
Buckner takes game 1.
0-0.
It's not bad. So I guess the moral of the story is don't lose your first game to Brooke Buckner.
100%.
Yeah.
Borderline impossible to get past that heap. Jalina Ingram will try to be number 10. Buckner
1-0.
able to grace the scoreboard first year in game 2.
Side out.
As for Ingram, 3-25 after a first game loss.
0-1.
Again, turned pro just last year, still super young in her
Side
PPA
out.
career.
Yeah, my simple math would say that 12% of the time she's able to come back after losing game 1, but she has done it before, so why not do it again?
1-0. Point.
Too much of a laser hits the tape, falls back on her side.
Case again where Brooke, she made the first move to come to the kitchen line there. Jalina saw it, so she knew she had to hit a better shot to pass her and finds the net. So when you come to the net, it's not always
2-0.
about you have to hit a perfect volley. They might hit into the net too. Multiple ways to win. The point.
Point.
But Brooke has seemed to found her rhythm here with her ground strokes. They seem to be getting better and better as this match has gone on.
3-0.
And it's when she's on, it's really tough to beat her. Unless your
Side
name
out.
includes Waters in it. Then you might have a better chance, but other than that, it's pretty tough.
Buckner winning 11-2, 11-3 versus Cleo
0-3.
Bond yesterday in the round of 32.
Side out.
That one looked long, but it was right at Jalina's feet, so she calls it in.
3-0. Fault. Side out.
see Zoe Wong, teammate of Brooke Buckner,
0-3.
watching and cheering on her teammate, Major League Pickleball.
Side out.
Wong probably happy to see Buckner doing so well here in game number 2.
3-0.
Tries to extend it to 4.
Point.
And Brooke
Here in game number 2.
Side out.
just a little bit wide by Brooke Buckner, so again the timeout works to the advantage of Jalina Ingram.
0-4. Side out.
Yeah, that one hit right on the line. Jalina gave it a good look, but it was in, and turns the ball back over to Brooke Buckner once again.
4-0. Let.
Buckner hits a little bit of nylon.
4-0.
Buckner crowds and pressures for another point.
Yeah, Brooke's really the only one coming to the net at all, but when she does, she's got a pretty high success rate of winning those points. So see if she keeps doing that.
Side out.
Wow, that was just a little bit long. I would hate to be a pro having to call these lines because they're hitting them very close to the lines almost every shot, and you have to make that split-second decision whether or not it's in or out. That one was just barely long.
0-5.
Some
Side
beautiful
out.
backhand play on both ends. Brooke Buckner comes out on top.
Again, she gets to the kitchen there first and finishes that backhand volley to the open court. Like to see Jalina maybe
5-0.
switch it up here and try to get to the net first occasionally. There she comes.
Point.
That one didn't work out, but I think that's the right play for Jalina to try to get back into this second game, is to get to the net. Make sure that first volley is a solid one. That volley wasn't quite good enough, that first volley.
And how much of
6-0.
that is just reps over time, and Buckner being around for so many years at this point?
Point. Free
Yeah,
challenge
Brooks-
timeout receiver.
Brooke's got a lot
7-0,
of
45 seconds.
it's good in any sport.
Point.
That's just too much, so
8-0.
3 points here from this match.
Point.
Another backhand just a little bit short for Ingram. 9-0, Brooke Buckner.
Jalina's certainly not going to give up, but you certainly have seen her body language get a little bit more sullen here late in this game as she realizes she's up against a buzzsaw and Brooke Buckner.
9-0. Point.
Another one there, pickle point pending for Brooke Buckner to move to the quarterfinals tomorrow and face the winner of Leah Jansen and Judah Castillo.
That's quite a tongue twister there. Pickle point pending.
10-0.
That one
Point
goes
game
long.
match.
Little bit long, a pickle for Brooke Buckner in a dominant Game 2 showing. And that'll pack it up for me, Dave, and honored to call the action with you. Final thoughts on this game.
Yeah, I mean, I again, Jalina came out